Kasua Pulli hört sich nice an. Hört sich nice an. Sah online auch gut aus. Ist aber übelste billige Drecksqualität. Richtig schäbiges Kackding. Hatte mal irgendeine dann wirklich auch gute produziert. Konnte man sich dann online bestellen. Aber die konnte man dann irgendwie nicht nach Deutschland liefern. Jetzt gibt es ja sogar offizielle. Es gibt ja jetzt offiziellen Kasua-Merch. Kam in China raus, instant ausverkauft. Sieht auch teilweise sehr seltsam aus, weil das dann irgendwie so super moderne Jacken und Hoodies und weiß ich nicht alles sind. Aber so der Hoodie, der geht ganz in Ordnung. Jetzt muss ich auch einmal kurz, wenn ich mich die ganze Zeit selber sehen muss, dass die Haare nicht so sind, dass ich muss, wenn ich darüber. Ah jo, ich will mit dem Controller spielen. Controller? Oh, Controller? Oh? Controller will nicht. Controller sagt nein. Oh, jetzt geht er doch. Darf ich nicht wieder ausmachen. Freue mich auf Nahida Rerun? Yo. Ich freue mich tatsächlich auf das Nahida Event generell, von der Story her. Das erste Mal, dass ich mich auf so ein Event freue, wegen der Story. Weil ich hoffe, dass Nahida, die jetzt ja 500 Jahre eingesperrt war, jetzt ein Jahr lang draußen war, dass sie hier die Anerkennung vom Sumero-Volk bekommt. Verdient hat. There is no escape. So, ich muss mal kurz, ich habe mir so eine tolle Software runtergeladen, mit der ich bei mir, für mich persönlich, die Framerate erhöhe. Ich hoffe, dass es jetzt nicht den Stream zerschießt. In 3, 2, 1. Haha, jetzt habe ich 120 Frames. Bitches! So, was sind hier für rote Ausrufezeichen? Interessiert mich nicht, langweilig und. Ich habe Post. Oh, 3 ganze. Zehn Tage. Seit kurzem ist ein neues kleines Dingsbums auf dem Markt. Ja, das mache ich jetzt. Das mache ich eventuell noch danach, wenn es zeitlich reichen sollte. Spielen leise?
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in!
Paimon
coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Ja, ich kenne hier Paimon. Ah jo, ich stelle schon mal auf Englisch. Englisch.
Water. Transitory.
Kollegin hat für die Archon Quest 9 Stunden? Was? Aber nur für den zweiten Teil jetzt oder für den ersten? Okay, erstmal Harz verpulvern. Blub. Ich bin mir noch unsicher, ob ich Chilonen haben will. Die muss mich jetzt in der Archon Quest richtig überzeugen in ihrer Quest, weil ich fand die im Testrun gar nicht mal so geil. Bin langweilig.
This realm is true.
Okay, krass. Ja, dann hoffe ich aber auch davon mindestens 7 Stunden Action und nicht nur Rumgelaber. lehne ich mich hier aber gleich richtig. So, gib mir hier mal Zeug. Ich nehme mal die, weil von denen habe ich kaum noch.
If you ever have
If you have any questions. Oh, ist einer meiner Lieblingssongs aus dem ganzen Spiel. Ich habe ja jetzt letztens gesehen, die haben hier im neuesten Patch geaddet. Man kann jetzt unten links hier auswählen, wenn ich jetzt zum Beispiel Daya upgraden will, dann zeigen die mir nur die Materialien dafür. Wie geil ist das denn bitte? Das ist ja so geil. Das ist ja das beste Update aller Zeiten. Boah, ich kann sogar noch mal... Ich kann aus dem Menü raus hier auch noch upgraden. Nein, ist ja noch geiler, als ich dachte. Oh, das ist ja mördergut. Das ist ja der geilste Patch überhaupt. Ich habe jetzt hier neu Chevreuse sogar auf C2 bekommen. Das ist ja geil. Oh, das ist ja super. Ist ja super gut. Habe ich mir nämlich direkt mal so schöne Overloads-Team gebaut. Wie heißt die denn nochmal? Ich gucke gerade nicht auf den Namen. Nilu. Das ist nicht Nilu. Moment. Ah, ich kann auch hier über X aus. Ah, oh. Warte mal. Burst hatte ich nämlich jetzt gelernt. Okay, wenn ich den jetzt auf 8 bringen will, dann fehlt es mir den hier und dann den. Das waren gestern, ne? Ich habe jetzt letztens gesehen, mir fehlt tatsächlich noch bei einigen Charakteren das Level. Aber das kann ich dann jetzt hier checken. Und schnell. Schnell. So wird mir hier... Aber... Doch irgendwie... Relatively strong, but there's room for improvement. Wie ist das denn hier so schwer zu erahnen, welches Talentlevel ich habe? Wenn ich die auf 10 upgraden kann, dann ist es aktuell auf 6. Richtig? Shit hier. Ey, es ist schon auf 8. Was? Moment. Can be upgraded to level 10. Ach so, allgemein, als Info für mich, das ist korrekt. Das kann man auf Level 10 upgraden. Das kann man jedes Talent. Aber hier steht 12. Ach, Moment, das ist nicht sortiert. Maximal. Das heißt, das hier ist der Skill, das hier ist der Burst und das ist der Autoangriff. Ist das dann bei jedem Charakter sortiert nach Sinnvolligkeit, wie man so sagt?
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Ja, weiß nicht. Dieses Menü. Bin ich ganz von überzeugt. Aber ich habe auf jeden Fall letztens festgestellt, dass einige Charaktere noch erschreckend niedrige Talente haben. Ich habe heute echt gute Artefakte bekommen. Ich wünschte mir so viel Glück bei meinen PS. Teilweise echt erstaunt, wenn ich so online die Leute sehe, von was die für Stats haben mit ihren Charakteren. Weil ich denke mir mal bei meinen, ja, ich müsste auch nochmal bessere Artefakte grinden. Weil hier so die Crit-Dinger ist jetzt nicht so toll. Aber dann gucke ich so durch die Artefakte und denke mir so, Okay, da ist schon zweimal Crit und das ist nicht so schlecht. Da ist Crit mit 15, da ist Crit mit 20. Auf einem Crit ist ein Crit. Ich denke mir so, die Artefakte sind schon gar nicht so beschissen. Und dann guckst du irgendwie online und dann haben die 200 zu 200. Das geht. Mit Energy Recharge von 350.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
So, jetzt wollte ich aber hier nochmal gerade gucken.
I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Bennett, den wollte ich eigentlich auch mal... Aber bei Bennett brauche ich mal einen Skin. Und am besten mit anderen Voicelines. Ich hasse, wie er aussieht. So... Hier hätte ich auch so gern einen Skin. Ich liebe den Playstyle. Ich hasse, wie sie aussieht. Hier, den könnte ich farmen. Weil sie nutze ich auch nicht so. 4, 6, 7.
Serves no purpose whatsoever.
Dori habe ich jetzt viel mehr gespielt. Die finde ich gerade richtig cool. Oh! Oh, oh, oh. Tuesday, Friday. Das wäre morgen wieder. Okay, ich glaube, alle, die jetzt kommen... Das ist auch neu, ne? Dieses Upgrade-Fenster. Hier traue ich mich zum Beispiel nicht, das Talent zu leveln, weil ich mich frage, warum habe ich 14 von denen? Hat doch irgendeinen Grund, da wollte ich doch irgendwas mit leveln.
I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Akachina ist leider so trash. Brauche ich hier? Okay, die haben alle 888. Der hat 10 auf dem richtigen.
Inactivity serves no purpose
Oh mein Gott,
whatsoever.
kann sie bitte aufhören zu reden? Ja. Sie braucht dieses Talent wirklich nicht, aber ich habe die 5 Sterne gern mindestens auf 888. So. Okay, also Bennett bräuchte... Ich habe... Wow. Ich habe 98 von den Dingern. Halt, stopp. Okay. Wait, wieso habe ich 98 von den Talentpich?
Alone and unchanging.
Was ist denn das? Okay, dann fahren wir das Ding. Ich war gerne 9, 9, 10. Boah, das ist aber teuer. Also Level 9 und 10 sind so teuer, finde ich. Da bin ich dann auf einmal mal ganz flott pleite, wenn ich das mache. Das ist dieses Elektro-Ding. Und dann mache ich hier doch mein Overload-Team. Let's fucking go! Diese Domäne zackt hardcore dick. Ich mag die gar nicht. Flip! Flip! Boom!
Final warning. Let's sweeten the deal. What's this? Shadow Raven, let's blow them all up.
Normalerweise nehme ich hier mal Venti mit, mache einen Tornado, das lutscht alle in die Mitte und dann... Er hat geschummelt. Okay, das dauert viel zu lange hier gerade. Aber guck doch mal, wie alles explodiert. Ich glaube, ich muss die Dinger hier noch einmal. Wow, das hat nur eine Minute gedauert. Well. Da, da, da. Jetzt die Frage, mache ich das 4 Minuten nochmal oder gehe ich raus und wechsle es? Brauch mehr Slots. Okay.
Ready for a rehearsal?
Ja, wird schon passen, wird schon passen. Klee, ich finde sie auch furchtbar. Hätte sie auch lieber nicht auf meinem Account. Dann hätte ich Kasua einen Patch früher gehabt.
The Temple of Wisdom. Rest and rebuild. Brace yourself.
Den Klee-Banner hatte ich gerollt und gedacht, ja, ich hole mir noch eine Sucrose-Dings-Konstellation. Und da habe ich dann gelernt, 4 Sterne RNG ist beschissen. Dann habe ich nämlich direkt Klee bekommen. Und dann habe ich beim nächsten Patch nicht mehr geschafft, Kasua zu kriegen. Ja, ich finde, Klee macht so keinen Bock. Ich würde so gerne die Movesets austauschen von Klee und der anderen Feuerfrau, wenn der Name gerade nicht einfällt. Namen bin ich heute nicht.
Time for takeoff. Hey!
Au! Au!
Make yourselves at home. Hold the line.
Hold the line.
Bring refuge.
Get fucked.
Torn to oblivion. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Ich hab den Charakter doch eben noch angeguckt. Aus Lie. Den Hörnern. Alba Adepto. Ist Anwältin. Macht diesen Stempel als Charge.
Illusion
Ich muss,
shattered.
glaube ich, hier dieses Ding einsammeln.
Here we go. Think you can get away? Allow me. Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom. Billowing surge.
Der hat doch noch volles Leben, der Kollege.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
I see
Das
everything.
ist die beschissensten Domäne im Spiel,
There is
Mann.
no escape.
Hold the line.
Pick the wrong test subject.
Jan Fei. Oh Gott, erwischt. Einem Leben. Ein letztes Mal.
Everyone hold hands.
Ahida mit Controller ist auch ein Downgrade, wenn man sonst mit Tastatur spielt.
Brace yourselves. Time for takeoff.
Inazuma shines eternal. Ha!
Oh, das war nochmal besser.
Rest and rebuild.
Blub, blub. Das ist so krass, wenn der Charakter auf einmal in die andere Richtung läuft. Das ist, weil wenn ich den Stick loslasse am Controller, Dann flitscht der Stick noch in die andere Richtung wieder zurück. Weiß auch nicht, ob das sein sollte. Okay, also wir haben Harz verbraucht. Dann will ich hier einmal die Ausrufe zeigen. Ausrufezeichen, die einen aus dem Spiel werfen. Das ist eine ganz tolle. Ich weiß nicht mal, wo sich das jetzt geöffnet hat. Das ist nicht weggegangen. Wo hat sich das geöffnet? Ah. Wegdrücken, wegdrücken, wegdrücken. Wegdrücken. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, dann machen wir doch mal hier, das will ich jetzt mal ausprobieren. Wo ist Benny Boy? Und ich will den Burst leveln. Dafür brauche ich... Ist ja voll geil. What the fuck? Und jetzt habe ich die perfekten Materialien, die ich brauche. Nice. Dann könnte ich das jetzt theoretisch nochmal machen. Wo ich gerade die Dinger geholt habe. Ich kann heute keinen einzigen Namen. Rara. Ich hätte gern den Skill auf 8. Dafür brauche ich 5 von diesen Büchern. Der wählt das automatisch aus. Das ist ja super. Okay, aber wenn ich jetzt sage, ich will auch noch den Burst leveln, dann funktioniert es wahrscheinlich nicht, weil der berechnet nämlich jetzt müsste ich das erst verbrauchen. Zwei. Okay. Passt erstmal, passt. Dann ballern wir das Ding hier direkt wieder hin. Ab.
Add Astra.
Jetzt hätten wir. Ne, falsch.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Ja, 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 ja. Okay. Damit bin ich startklar. Quests. All names are noble. Ork. Bin gespannt. Bin gespannt. Stunden? Aber da wechsle ich zum Story-Team. Auch wenn das ein bisschen langweiliger ist. Oh, er ist aktuell auf Geo.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
Sonst kommt die immer gut zurecht, oder was?
We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far.
Fonta.
Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion.
Ja, ich habe jetzt eine halbe Stunde gezockt. Jetzt geht's los. Bin ich mal drauf achten. Alles klar, dann erhol dich.
So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land.
Catherine klingt gerade komisch, oder? Das S. Ja, hat die keinen Popschutz auf dem Mikro? Das ballert so in mein Ohr rein.
Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
Es wäre als Catherines Zunge direkt in meinem Ohr. That will lead to a faster response time.
Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break.
Wie take a break? Los geht's, soll jetzt hier. What does red from? But the less work we take, the less we'll earn.
Keeping Natlan safe and sound is our priority now. The more it can wait.
The
Was hast du mit
movements of the
Palmer
Abyss
gemacht?
are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
I also hope the day of peace will come soon. Oh, ach ja, das ist jetzt wegen dem Streik von den Sprechern. Charaktere nicht vertont. Hey, is that the traveler Paimon? Hello, hello!
Hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
Are you feeling better now? Ach so, weil sie gestorben ist. I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in the more remote area. They came here to sign up. Impressive! By the way, Shilone told me she was ordered to forge your ancient name.
Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names! Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
Das bedeutet, Shilonens Quest spielt nach der Archon Quest. Perfekt. Hahaha, Shilone is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts of new and fun things. She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate. So you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. As though she completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give your name her full attention. Then we should properly thank her when we meet. Well, I've already signed you up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe we can go to sushi. Although she wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she would.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
You're the future of your tribe. I thought maybe I'd just find a hole in the ground to jump into. Chapter 5, Act 3, Beyond the Smoke. And the quest location is currently... The location is currently being used by another quest. Ja denn. Ah, wir machen hier Focused Experience. Yes, enable. Sei Dank ist bei dem Spiel. Was das am Anfang für ein Krampf war, dass man da immer zwischen Quests hin und her gesprungen. Oh, jetzt begegnen wir jetzt zum ersten Mal. Ah, dann ist das hier Shop. Ich hatte schon überlegt, ob der das... I brought the person. He's super amazing and I've already learned tons of stuff from him. I can vouch that he's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
Not so young.
Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
Das ist
No,
etwa ein Problem, dass wir nicht aus
aware that you're
Natlan kommen.
travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Wird das jetzt ein Problem hier? Ah, you're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Are you upset?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Are you
Used to
upset?
it, really. I just need a moment to process things.
Wow. Hier fühlt man sich ja richtig willkommen als Nicht-Atlantaner.
The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time.
Oh.
Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
Oh, so you can't do it?
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
I've got plenty of deeds under my belt. Yes, our countless feats recorded in the adventure book. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Da haben wir einiges auch hier schon
That's
gemacht.
right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands.
Ja, das habt ihr euch ja toll ausgedacht, euer System da. Einmal wieder.
Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name.
Haben wir nicht im Nachtkönigreich den Wyab gerettet?
Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Why do I feel like this happened before? I think last time she alone just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills near... Ja, wir müssen jetzt einfach sowas sagen wie, naja, dann gehen wir halt zu einem anderen Schmied, wenn du das nicht kannst.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Sure.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Either way, that's just how she... Yeah, let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk.
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to?
Was?
Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Ja, aber das ist doch bei den anderen Stammesmitgliedern auch. Die haben auch nur einen. Und warum sollte der Wyab, mit dem wir gesprochen haben, das war dann der schlechte Wyab, den keiner von den anderen Wyabs mag, der immer nur rumhängt? Would we need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6 Wyab?
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Lali at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call Granny Eatstali.
Lali.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her Spirit Speaker Stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like
Ja, wir haben Auftrag vom Archon. Wir werden ja wohl vorgezogen.
That to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
They probably won't be very happy with us.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
A broke.
Yeah, at the cost of her Spirit Speaker Stone being split into
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here.
Rocky.
In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon.
Ja, dann los jetzt.
I'll also write you a letter on your
Auf
behalf.
geht's. Let's find Kenny to deliver the letter.
I'm sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he...
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say. Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Was denn?
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Klingt denn jedes S so scharf immer? Bei jedem Charakter?
Mondstadt has so many windmills, doesn't it?
Well, the city is built above water, so it probably relies on the windmills to draw the water upwards.
That's correct. The winds blow through Mondstadt all year, so this supply of water is very...
Hey, das klingt normal.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication. I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu... A wonderful sight indeed. Why, it reminds me...
Nun gut. Go and meet up with Kenich. Ach, ist die Karte eigentlich größer geworden jetzt? Eine neue Map? Ist dann unter der Erde? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Kinich makes his way over after some time. We meet again. Kajina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of the Night Wind and convince Sitlali to give you a chance. I'd also take this chance to explain what happened.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
Alright, we're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan. After all, everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Yep, because we all saw the hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes, and then Mualani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything. Yeah.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Archon, and he also hails from the Masters of the Night Wind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Sitlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite.
Sitlali knows him too?
That's right. Archon was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Night Wind, and many other kind-hearted people in the tribe. Still, he had something of an odd reputation his whole life.
Given how the Masters of the Night Wind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Auroran. That's right. So in that sense, Auroran and Sitlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Sitlali could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Ihn interessiert das denn? As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroran joined the Fatui voluntarily or it was coerced. Kirked? Sitlali is probably eager to prove. Okay.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate...
Alright, wait. Los jetzt. Auf geht's. This way we can get 2 birds with a stone.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope. Okay.
Hanebüchene Ausrede hier, damit die Karte nicht erweitern müssen und wir zum neuen Stamm können. Wait until morning of the day after. Oh, bum, bum, bim, bum. Okay, das, was ich gerade mal machen will. Nur mal kurz. Warum ist hier bei allen New? Ich hab das doch schon. Oh, Spiel. Es ist nicht New. Das sieht cool aus. Ey, Zhongli ist einer meiner meistgespielten Charaktere. Ich hol's mir mal, wenn es blöd aussieht, kann ich es ja immer noch Habe ich das schon freigeschaltet oder muss ich irgendwas machen? Use the resonant stone pillars to break the rock barrier. Wait, what?
Quake! Rise! Quake! Rise! Crumble!
Okay.
Rise!
Sehr gut.
Solidify!
Time until buffs expire. Achso, jetzt mach ich. Wow!
This is getting interesting.
Okay, lol. Okay. Also ich gehe hin, ich mache den hier, jetzt habe ich den Buff. Aber jetzt habe ich kein Schild mehr. Scheiße, ich muss mir nochmal die Regeln genauer durchlesen. Nee, ich muss nochmal durchlesen. Was sind die Regeln? Also, alle 5 Assisting Crystal will you destroy will grant this buff for 30 Sekunden. Also ich will alle 5 Sekunden einmal normal angreifen. Das heißt, ich mache den hier, greife einmal an, laufe 5 Sekunden weg, greife nochmal an, laufe 5. Ja, irgendwie.
Solidify. Order guide you. Gather. Stabilize. This is order.
What? Hey. Ganz cool, sie können doch Herausforderungen machen. Rüsten wir es mal aus. Gerade ausgerüstet. Also es sieht cool aus, wenn man nur so... Wie lange muss ich noch warten?
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going. Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news.
What?
See, Lolly did not reply to our request.
What?
Although, I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Das heißt, did not reply. Die hat gar nicht geantwortet.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she...
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night went off and struggled to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response.
Sure.
But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go!
You arrive at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Sieht Lalisen.
Paimon doesn't see anybody.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no
Ja,
obligation to
dann
help.
gehen wir da jetzt hin und treten da die Tür
That
an.
might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right?
Ja,
Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
ohne Scheiß.
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
I can tell.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with.
Das wirkt wie so ein Satz, den jemand geschrieben hat, damit die Figur gut an.
Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter! Seriously, if she didn't want to come, if that's what aging does to you,
All right.
Paimon never wants to...
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Huh?
Wait, your seat, Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid.
Okay, ich sehe ihr Design in-game jetzt zum Ende. Bin nicht so der Fan davon, dass sie versuchen, jedem Charakter so besondere Augen zu... Wenn jeder Charakter besondere Augen hat, dann hat keiner Charakter besondere Augen. Dann ist das irgendwie... Aber... sonst...
Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention? She's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
You were complaining about the Pyro Archon leaving things out.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
Eifersüchtig, Matsch.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you. It's just that your case seems really unique.
Das ist auch eine Lady.
Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
Bisschen viel Gelaber.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No?
After reply. Reply. Ja, doch, ist schon sinnvoll.
But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
Was reden die denn hier? Es geht überhaupt nicht voran.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Is she waiting for us to carry on the conversation? Everything she's saying sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if I should laugh. Would it be rude to laugh? Even more rude to not to laugh.
When the Masters of the Night Winds say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in...
Ugh. Do you have an agent name?
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
Shilonen explains the Pyro Archon's request as well as the difficulty.
I see. So Mauika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
We know once you find him.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
Ein Hund.
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds, O weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
Excuse me, what was all that supposed to be?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Ah, shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry.
Okay.
I just cleared out the last of them.
Danke.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
Thank you.
It was nothing.
Ist doch voll der Scam.
Shilonen, let's follow your proposal.
Wusch, die
Once you brought
Geister, die dich
Auroran
besessen
back,
haben, sind jetzt
I'll
weg.
take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the Lord of the entire Night
Ich habe gerade schon die ganze Zeit überlegt, ob mein Headset kaputt ist, aber wenn Paimon redet und ein S-Sound macht, ist kein Problem. Aber wenn Citlali redet, dann kratzt es mir die Ohren
Not
raus.
exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream.
Okay.
But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
Shilone macht
I
das.
can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroran.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come
Aber
find
wir
me.
kennen schon zwei von den Allerhöchsten, also sollte gut sein.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroran's place to look for clues.
Oh, du hier.
He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time.
Wait, ist das nicht das Event?
And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not
Was
match
ist
any
denn
of our
mit dem
local
Voice
weapons.
Acting?
My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Soundfall.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids?
Alright, los jetzt.
That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, I'm
Dann los
truly
jetzt.
sorry.
Los. Auf geht's.
All right.
Los.
Then-
To whence the smoke drifts. Joho! Blubbedubbadu. Bei der eingestürzten Brücke.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroran speaking to some Fatui soldiers here.
Ach, kann die bitte weniger Worte mit S-Sound benutzen?
I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroran really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with a Fatui.
Erste Hälfte vom Satz war gut.
I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or perhaps trying to extract information.
Poor thing. Die hat auch diesen Zopf. Den hatte Shilon auch. Haben alle von diesen Helden Zopf?
However,
Zwei sogar.
I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated.
Could you
and
tell us a
helpless
little
like
more
this.
about him?
Auroron? Well,
Yeah.
he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone
Hi.
had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood,
Boah, der Plot
he
kickt
built
mich bis
himself
jetzt
a
aber noch
house
nicht
out in the
hier.
countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids,
Das wissen wir
living
schon.
off of what he harvests from the garden.
Ja, aber dafür habe ich so einen leichten Namen, der einfach auszusprechen
He's
ist.
always been such a good kid.
Als Nickname.
He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
If that's all there is to him, then he really doesn't sound like a bad person.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids
Wie
for
geht's?
a long
Ja.
time.
Ach,
And
ganz
since
gut.
they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Boah, ich hatte richtig Bock auf die Quest, aber bis jetzt ist die so
I
öde.
forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand.
Oh. Ja.
Huh? How about now?
What do you see?
Haha, Paimon kann's nicht sehen. I can see the trail now.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us?
Also sie sieht was jetzt?
It
Den
requires a
Weg,
very
wo
rare
er
spell that most
hergelaufen ist?
people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston.
Oh, los, weiter jetzt.
We'll need to use our
Güte.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you, really.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to.
Was ist das für ein
Is there
Dialog?
any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns. But given the looks on their faces just now, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Ugh. Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
I think I just heard a voice. Hä? Ach, sie können sie jetzt hören, okay.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
Bei dieser Quest geht's ja einfach um gar nichts.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
Aber wieso können wir ihre Gedanken hören und sie nicht uns?
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's...
Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it.
Drei-Fragezeichen-Strategie.
So Auroron was indeed being threatened.
Fragezeichen in den Sand malen.
We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire. No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm.
Die LED-Ringe am Kopf.
Composure.
Das ist Streamer-Ringe. Die hätte mal weniger in Licht und mehr in ein besseres Mikro investieren sollen. Oder in einen Popschutz für 3 Euro. Ey, die erste Archon-Quest in Natlan war so gut. Da hast du so viel auch gespielt und rumgelaufen und gekämpft. Und jetzt ist das hier nur Gelaber. Man erfährt nicht mal irgendwas Neues. Ja, man lernt sie kennen, aber...
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Irgend so ein Fantasiewort, ey. The phlogiston is jumbled up. The momokro is vaporala.
Canich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me.
Im Prinzip wie Mona.
There are signs of a struggle here, judging from what's left on the scene. There must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways.
Alright.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the...
Indeed, judging by the distress signal from before, Auroron was being held by the Fatui. So given the difference in numbers, he probably wouldn't have been able to overpower.
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, we should split up as well.
Split up? Was ist denn mit ihrem Mikro?
And leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later. Auroron, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You little brat.
Ich weiß, dass die Quest gut war, aber ab wann habe ich schon wieder vergessen? Ja, also leicht ab hier jetzt. Ich hoffe, ich darf mal selber spielen. The telepathy doesn't go both ways.
So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what... She did say that she was quite adept at this spell. And it doesn't sound like she's... If you think about it, she's really...
Okay. Wow, ich darf spielen. 50 Meter lang. Yay, Gameplay! Woohoo! Ja, ich darf spielen. Oh, ich darf weiterspielen. Kann ich immer meinen schönen neuen Chong-Li-Schleierschwanz angucken. Oh, der hat ja sogar Schuppen. Der hat so Drachenschuppen. Ah. Lier isst man sehr gerne Zwiebeln und das verursacht manchmal. There are traces of phlogiston here, but...
Did you find something?
I found some traces of phlogiston, but the trail completely ends here.
Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either.
Was ist denn mit unserer Elemental-Zeit? Können wir die...
But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those
Das ist echt bescheuert. Man hat ja schon Elemental-Sight, jetzt hat man auch noch Phlogiston-Vision. Das ist so ein bisschen, als hätte man so eine Brille auf und kann so durch die verschiedenen Filter durchswitchen. Simon's right, this is all extremely strange. Also...
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
Was gesagt? Huh? Whose voice was that just now? War keine Natlan-Musik. Night Kingdom. How did I get here?
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you.
Fühlt sich der Traveler dadurch irgendwie in Gefahr, in Bedrohung?
I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment.
Katzen?
And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
Oh, hat ein gutes Mikro. But what does this mean? How have you escaped the Fatui custody?
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
It's the Captain!
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Das ist doch mal Plot. Okay, jetzt kann ich mir ihn auch mal kurz angucken. Ich habe ihn schon auf Twitter gesehen als Teaser, den Auroron. Der hat irgendwie als Konstellation irgendwas mit Vampir, zerrissene Jeans. Ja, aber sieht cool. Ist aber auch wieder Elektrobogen, habe ich gehört.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
Aber warum... Der Traveler würde die doch nicht einfach so angreifen, oder? Da hat er doch gar keinen Grund. I used the Master's ritual. Welcher Master? So you are working together. What do you want?
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you. In person.
Gern.
I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Aber warum konnten die nicht jetzt reden? Na gut, vielleicht müssen sie ihm irgendwas zeigen oder so, was nur in der richtigen Welt geht. Aber, na gut, okay. Greift der Traveler ohne Grund Fatui an? Eigentlich nicht. gehen sicher. Aber ich meine, gegen Alecino ist er ja nicht angekommen, da hat er verloren. Und er ist ja noch stärker, der Kapitän.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Ach, mir geht's gut, Paimon. Mach das häufiger. Is my soul forcibly removed from my... That would explain why I couldn't hear Paimon. And that was a blessing.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
Oh.
Are you okay?
Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
But Lali, can we do a challenge? Don't use any words that have an S or C in.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
Not more than usual.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
They were being truthful, then they must have reason motivations for what they trust. Naja, du musst ihnen ja nicht vertrauen, aber wir gehen da jetzt mal hin. I could just share everything with Paimon and Citlali right now. Giving up the lead. I still haven't had much dealings with either the Fatui or the Masters of the... I still haven't had much dealings with the Fatui. Ja, das in Natlan, okay, aber generell stimmt das nicht. Ich meine, Paimon kann es auch noch später erzählen.
You should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
How about a kiss on my...
In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now.
Das machen die Kinder heutzutage so, du willst... Even though the situation remains quite urgent. Another checkup.
Need to be more careful next
Tut?
time.
Was ist denn tut?
Feeling better yet, traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
I'm so sorry, I didn't realize I was holding you up.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all.
So?
But if you
Yes.
want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Go to the campsite. Direkt hier um die Ecke. Kein Plan, ich hinterfrag nicht so ganz viel. Ja. Ich finde aber, die Story ist im Großen und Ganzen ziemlich gut geschrieben bei Genshin. Also so im Detail habe ich oft viel zu meckern, aber im Großen und Ganzen ist sie gut. Deswegen stolper ich da schon gern manchmal drüber. Moment, aber das Camp hier habe ich schon mal komplett besiegt.
Look over there.
Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
Der echt krass bewacht. Well, that's Auroron. He does look the same as when I spoke to him in the Night Kingdom.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Denke ich mir auch gerade.
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Warum? Warum?
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1!
Attacke!
Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Okay, wir müssen zuerst immer Wasser ausschalten, das ist der Heiler. Huah!
Terra Smash! Stabilize!
My royal
Ich hab so lange nicht mehr den Geo-Traveler benutzt.
Order guide you. Gather. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
I'll protect us.
Protect us. Barbara Bitch Slap. Bam, 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 bam.
Quake! Terra Smash!
This is order.
Oh Gott, Elektroschild.
Stabilize.
Na, das wird ein Spaß.
Terra Smash!
Crumble. Rise.
Aber da kommen noch mehr.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Let the show begin.
Order guide you.
Auroron!
Granny.
I know she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
Gramps.
What did you just call him?
Whoa.
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Schlimm.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Ja, das ist im Anime schon mal vorgekommen.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I
Ich finde
basically see
Masters of the
everyone above
Night
a
Wind
certain age as an elder I should look up
ist
to.
immer noch so ein komischer Name. Ich muss immer denken an jemanden, der nachts im Bett einfahren lässt. Masters of the Night. The way he talks definitely changed, but it doesn't feel like he's putting on an act. He asked me to do whatever I could help. Keep things a secret and even said it. So you treat everyone like they're Gramps and Grannies.
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake.
Aber ja, eher eine passive Rolle, ne?
You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance. They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Wait, ich denke, hier sind keine
Okay.
Leylines.
Now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes,
So why did you do it?
because
Huh?
they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value?
Yes.
And not stop to think?
Correct.
Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Ugh, forget it.
I'm sorry.
We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence.
All right.
Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Everything.
Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetable?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face...
Cite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
Aber war er
How
doch.
exactly did the masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
Moment, er hat doch gesagt, wenn er ihnen hilft, dann helfen. Genau, war er ja mit in cahoots. In cahoots with the Fatui. The speaker's chamber. Return to the city, and Sitlali brings you to the speaker's chamber, where you recount everything that's happened to Auroron.
I see.
The fuck
So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Sitlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Sitlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, we
Guarantor?
can release you from custody.
Das Wort hab ich schon.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too.
Sieht aus wie ein Cowboy.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal.
Du musst dein Gesicht nicht mehr verstecken. Musst du ja doch bis jetzt auch nicht.
Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm counting on you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Oh ja.
It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, Gramps.
New grandson of mine is way too polite. Look on his face, he probably trying to remind me about... Promise! He doesn't strike me as a liar. Had I not seen everything for myself, I would have never guessed that he could have done so much work behind Sitlali's back. What does he really want?
We're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub.
Paimon, there's something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it, Trap?
Your poor homicide had everything said earlier when you collapsed.
What? That captain?
Paimon, shut the f*** up!
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. All that stuff about protecting Sitlali and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
Ja, vielleicht wollte er sie ja trotzdem beschützen, das wissen wir. I'm still not completely sure. We still need more information here. Nichts.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Wir haben noch einen Tag. Ja, dann gehe ich auch mal kurz auf Toilette. Bam. Bam. Und wieder da.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
What are they saying in the tribe?
I haven't heard anything as of yet.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
What are they saying in the tribe?
Okay. Tada. Kamera, das ist mein Arm. Nimm meinen Arm mit.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
What are they saying in the tribe?
Ein Osmanthus Wine. Was? 20 Uhr am nächsten Tag. Aber warum gehen wir denn jetzt nicht zu dem Treffen? Shake, shake. Osmanthus wine, same as. But where are those that share? Oh, hier ist wieder so ein Traumfänger-Ding. Davon habe ich doch schon ein paar getroffen. Findet man irgendwie so ein Buch und dann kommt irgendwas aus einer anderen Welt. Aber vielleicht gehen wir dann jetzt in die andere Welt?
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Ich meine, wir waren ja schon in der... Oh.
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh. And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
Let's get straight to the point, please. Let's see.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
Stand der hinterm Felsen? I'm only interested in the... Don't really care how the Fatui...
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Why?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Ist einer davon oder woher weiß das?
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
Ah ja.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes.
Du hast die Lösung.
Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan.
Das klingt sinnvoll.
Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss.
Ist ein bisschen ähnlich zu der Fontaine-Story, ne? Da war ja Alecino auch interessiert daran, tatsächlich Fontaine zu retten. Wundert, warum.
We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Selber war gewiss. That's just your speculation.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Gnosis make a decision for her, could he? The Gnosis has something to do with the backup plan.
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged.
Ich finde das interessant, dass er wirklich einfach besiegt wurde. Weil er ist ja der stärkste der Haarbitter, oder zumindest. Also er ist ja der. Theoretisch müsste er der stärkste sein. Anime-Logik. Und ich dachte, so die obersten 3 oder 4 hat man noch immer gesagt, die können mit den Archons mit.
And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Der war nämlich nur eine Vision oder so.
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
Capitano hat sein Klavier mitgenommen.
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
Wirklich.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now...
Wait, Maui! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore.
Das gehört?
So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, there's no place for discipline child.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
Conversation with the captain was interrupted at the most crucial. Warum treffen wir uns hier mit dem Kapitän in Person, wenn er nicht in Person da ist? Scheuert. Aber ich würde so gern mehr ohne HUD spielen. Aber weiß man halt gar nicht mehr, wo man hin muss. Ziel weiß man. Die hat eine Cryovision. Hat nichts Weißes am Körper.
I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it! Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Was ist denn mit ihm? Like Auroron has known him.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
Ja, selber nicht
I'm
reden.
sorry that you have to hear all this.
It's fine. Well, it's definitely...
You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle Granny's scolding.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me?
Die irgendwann auch noch mal wieder runter?
You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
Interessiert überhaupt nicht, dass sie da so rumbrüllt.
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started
All right.
That's not it, Grant.
Weiter jetzt.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away,
Wait.
but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
What the fuck?
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
What?
It's a trick
Fighting.
of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion.
Und dann hat er von weiter hinten laut normal geredet?
He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Little brat.
Boah, das ist aber anstrengend.
But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from
Still
us?
doesn't want to tell us anything about his goals.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier.
Ja, ganz toll
But
gemacht.
even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial.
Was? Ja, aber weiß ich ja jetzt nicht.
Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Ah, that brat. I swear.
Ja, aber kann ich da jetzt nicht wieder hingehen und nochmal mit dem Kapitän reden? Doch bescheuert. The captain probably has some sort of substantial plan, otherwise Auroron would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of the cards for now. Warum? Warum? So it might be faster to just approach the Pyro Archon and confirm what the captain said. Warum? Warum können wir denn nicht nochmal mit ihm reden? I can tell that Auroron's stubbornness has hurt Citlali deep. Way to comfort her. What was it all about Auroron's duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city.
10 Minuten maximal.
Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
Bitte benutzt ganz viele Worte mit X und S. Das ist der erste Cryo-Charakter, der keine weißen Klamotten hat? Weißt du, warum läuft das Spiel mit 60 Frames, aber das neue Zelda in seiner Top-Down-Optik läuft mit 40. Eine ungerechte Welt. Hallo. Es ist schade mit diesem Modus ohne UI. Wenn jetzt hier irgendein Button wäre zum Interagieren, wird man das nicht wahrscheinlich. Ich hoffe, dass sie diesen ohne UI-Modus noch ein bisschen verarbeiten.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
All right, it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax,
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Paimon's got a secret food fund, so she can do the honors.
How did this become Paimonville? Citlali looks... All right. It's on Paimon this time, so you can just sit back and enjoy, Citlali. Paimon will take care of it.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me
Take
take
care of
you
it.
out
Und
for
dann
some
beißt
food
sie die
and
Zähne
drinks?
zusammen beim Aussprechen.
I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure?
Mora is the least of my concerns.
Ja, dann darfst du das gern
Besides,
bezahlen.
we're definitely due a meal after all the
Bennys
time we spent
10er-Talent war
together.
teuer.
Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Sure, that's fine with that.
Don't worry.
Okay, ich spiele jetzt seit 1,5 Stunden diese Quest. Und es ist fast nichts passiert. Auroran arbeitet mit den Fatui, das wussten wir gefühlt schon. Und Malvika hat irgendeinen Plan, den wir noch nicht kennen. Das haben wir jetzt erfahren in 1,5 Stunden. Also ein bisschen schneller darf sich der Plot schon fortbewegen. Und gespielt, ich habe gegen 6 Fatui. Das war mein Gameplay. 1,5 Stunden. Also... Oh, die goldene Linie ist da. Das ist cool. Das freut mich. Ich weiß nur, dass es mir so vorkommt, dass es von gar nichts passiert zu allem. Vielleicht kommt hier wieder so ein Wal aus dem Boden gebrochen. Neuer NPC-Design. The three of you walk into a tavern and find a quiet spot to sit. You and Paimon order some food and fruit juice while Siglali begins chugging down bottle after bottle of water. Okay, ich fange jetzt mal an, ein bisschen weiter den Text schneller vorzudrücken.
Two people standing by the door? Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Do you think she's drunk?
I would be surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my! It's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have! Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back?
That's us.
No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most.
Warum ist sie denn so alt? Beziehungsweise warum kann sie so alt werden? Ich finde, sowas könnte man auch mal mit so einem Nebensatz kurz erklären.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Gossiping?
Oh, please, Granny. I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers.
Wahrscheinlich irgendwelche Magie. Ja. Ich meine, es gibt ja auch den Hexenzirkel und so, wo dann auch, weiß ich nicht, Clees Mutter oder so, die sind ja auch alle gefühlt sterblich. Unsterblich. Oder altersmäßig unsterblich. Aber es immer kurz so erwähnen mit einem Halbsatz, fände ich.
Alright, that's enough.
Auch da jetzt keine super tolle Erklärung.
I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
Die haut sich noch mehr rein? Okay. You start wondering whether she's actually drunk or working through a complex problem.
Sitlali? Sitlali?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Wollte ich mal unserem Kumpel so einen Baden vorstellen.
Are you still with us, Sitlali? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story.
Boah, die ist aber anstrengend.
You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans.
Ach, der Bescheuerte heißt der Name. Holy shit. Jetzt in weiß auf schwarzem Hintergrund kann ich's lesen in meinem Chat. Das Lila hat mir zu schaffen gemacht.
I mean, come on. Monster.
Guck mal, der Türsteher da im Hintergrund, der kann die direkt mal rauswerfen jetzt.
Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Ist da? Wer das gesagt?
Granny Lolly, you're not a monster at all.
Oh.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Me?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Absolutely.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Ein bisschen Gameplay wäre cool.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Okay, Paimon, wir gehen jetzt. Wir gehen einfach.
Behind this pitch black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke.
So
the lingering smoke.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point.
Das gute Fleisch liegt auf dem Tisch.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Sprechen denn Englisch? Sprechen denn der Shirt. Bei Gisteslom ist immer cool. Dann hast du immer, oh, thank you for a sub, guys, Slom.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes.
Okay.
Huh?
Hat rote Punkte denn auch.
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Die rülpst wirklich einem in die Ohren.
Passed.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
Ja, aufs gute Fleisch.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear.
Von Genshin erwartet, dass mir einer ins Ohr rülpst.
Not once.
But before. Gestern hatten wir 4-Jähriges. Echt? Schon 4 Jahre.
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Holy shit, diese Quest hat überhaupt keine Bewandtnis. Es passiert nichts. Warum blinkt meine Webcam? Oh, ich hab sie auf Tracken ein.
We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Scheiße. Wenn man die Hand so macht, dann fängt die an zu tracken. Jetzt hört sie auf. Aber jetzt ist sie scheiße. Scheiße. Hey, da bin ich. Neunter, 10.2020. Das war Hochzeit Corona oder was? Habe ich da angefangen zu streamen? War noch Wind Waker Zeit.
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters...
Oh mein Gott, ich fange jetzt an wegzudrücken. Das geht mir hier auf den Sack. Bitte mehr Plot. Listen carefully, try not to get too upset. Oh, wir sagen jetzt alles, was passiert ist.
So, you heard...
It's okay, Citlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
Oh, aber jetzt denkt sie an all die Zeiten zurück, wo sie die Zauber benutzt hat, wahrscheinlich.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much. It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
Stimmt, bei welchem Game habe ich dich gefunden? 2020. Rocket League, Genshin, aber es war bestimmt ein Nintendo-Spiel, oder? Weil du zockst ja meistens Nintendo. Kann ich Wind Waker? Oder Breath of the Wild? Tears of the Kingdom.
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic. Take a walk with...
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those...
Mann, das ist ja bis jetzt echt eine coole Quest, die mich wirklich voranbringt in der Region, wo das Hauptthema Krieg ist und man einen konstanten Krieg gegen die Abyss hat und das Land steht kurz davor, in den Abgrund zu stürzen und alle sterben. Ganz Natlan wird zernichtet. Und was machen wir? Labern hier seit 2 Stunden? Gar nicht.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful!
Thank you for bringing us here.
You're...
Oh no.
Vielleicht Mario Kart?
Please don't cry!
I was an expression, okay? A
Bei
figure
Mario
of
Kart
speech.
habe ich nicht häufig gesehen.
Let's just have a casual
Es ist so langweilig, holy shit.
Well, I guess and you're right. I'm just an eccentrical...
You're just a regular
Schöne Musik gerade, aber
Well, you are power...
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that. And people stop
mein
knowing how to
2020,
deal with you.
das war kurz nach Genshin Impact
What about
Release.
you? Are you scared of me?
Jetzt rutsch näher ran, leg den Arm um sie und schmeiß sie von der Kante.
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me.
Das Problem kenne ich. Oh, ich leide darunter, dass ich zu toll bin und alle denken, kann nicht so sein.
Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
Ja, das fällt mir schwer.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth.
Warte, was war die Full Truth?
Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune.
Mario Kart streame ich ja immer, wenn neue Strecken draußen sind. Vielleicht kommt ja jetzt bald mit der Switch 2 dann auch endlich mal ein neues Mario Kart. Dann wäre ja auch mal was. His soul is incomplete. Fantasy Mambo Jumbo. What is this?
No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock
Die
in the
Musik ist sehr schön.
wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls.
They believe that.
And in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls.
Soll das
The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Ah.
Wait, that doesn't sound sound right.
Sending a living person to the Night Kingdom? Wouldn't that just kill him?
Now you see the problem.
Kannst du ja wiederbeleben, oder?
When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift.
Okay, wir erfahren mal
unable
was.
to find a way back to the ley lines.
2 Stunden
This
drin.
loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further.
Damage occurs to the Night Kingdom. The souls held within disperse and remains.
The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroron, would be sacrificed.
Alter, sie hört nicht auf zu reden. Und sie hat das
I
schlechteste
wasn't
Mikro im ganzen
surprised
Spiel.
the chief at
Jedes
the time
S
came up
zerstört
with
mein
the
Ohr.
plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course, when the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either.
Ja, dann stimmst du der Mehrheit zu.
So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroron escaped with his life.
Wait. Auroron would be safe. Also, sie haben wirklich geplant, ihn zu töten. What the fuck?
Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead.
Ja, das ist fucked up.
Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing.
Oh.
If the ceremony was successful, Auroron would probably be dead.
Probably. Schick's ihn ins Totenreich.
Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something
Ey,
to
das mit dem
fear.
S, das macht mich so fertig.
But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By
Ach, die
using
wollten
a
sogar das
human life as a
Baby
tool?
töten. Ja, ach, der war noch ein Baby, dann ist es okay.
It's not right.
Das kann man schon mal.
So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. He asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
Ja, wir können ihn ja mal umbringen und gucken, ob es hilft.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become.
Ich mache hier gleich meinen Popschutz ab und mach dann mit.
Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back.
Yeah, it should be our next step.
You don't look so good.
Yeah, you look horrible.
Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Go away, far away. Far away, please.
It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good.
Ja, wobei, wenn man viel gesoffen hat und dann in die frische Luft geht, dann muss ich immer ordentlich einen rausgöbeln. Aber danach geht's besser. Ja, hau mal raus.
Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard.
Wenigstens hört das Ganze irgendwann auf. Der neue Genshin-Patch ist sehr gut, denn er endet irgendwann. Don't worry, you don't have to do any of this alone. Mein Lieblingsteil war das Ende, als es vorbei war. Okay.
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe
Irgendwann.
us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Was hatte hier der Kollege im Chat eben geschrieben? Es dauert 9 Stunden und wir sind jetzt bei 2. Also kommen nur noch 7 Stunden Gelaber.
Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning.
Der nochmal, der es eben geschrieben hat. Neuer Name im Chat.
Friends.
Legend of Destiny T.
I like the sound of that.
Auroran's probably back with the captain, don't you think?
Ist das rein Text bisher? Nein. Nein. Ich habe gegen 6 Fatui gekämpft. Das waren 2 Minuten Gameplay. Yeah, we should tell the Pyro Archon what we've learned.
You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
Should just be upfront with her.
Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly.
Danke, dass du wiederholst, was ich gerade gesagt habe.
We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's...
Ich streame jetzt seit knapp 2,5 Stunden. Die erste halbe Stunde habe ich Dailies gemacht. Ja, jetzt habe ich hier diesen Tiny UI-Modus. Jetzt weiß ich aber nicht, was ich machen muss. Nein, nein, ich will... The Abyss is invading? Ja, dann auf geht's. Muss ich hin. Muss bestimmt irgendwie warten. Turn to the interim. Du hast 4 Stunden gebraucht. Das heißt, wir haben jetzt eine Varianz von Freundin, von dem einen hat 9 Stunden gebraucht, du hast 4 Stunden. Brauche ich vielleicht nur 7. Voll ätzend, neben Paimon zu pennen. Die blitzert die ganze Zeit. Blitzert. Ja, da steht irgendeiner draußen mit so einer Gitarre. Da vorne muss schlafen, dann geht da draußen das ab hier. Ich mach mal gerade Fenster wieder zu. Ich hab hier meinen Pikachu auf den geklemmt. Die Kamera blendet den automatisch aus. Hier ist er. Wirklich ihn einzuwenden. Geht nicht. Es geht nicht. Oh, da sah man kurz. Oh, vielleicht habe ich auch irgendein Pokémon gezockt damals. Haben da irgendwas raus 2020? Okay, also wir sind wach geworden von Lärm. Und das Einzige, was wir hören, ist hier so eine... Also es kann ja wohl nichts Ernstes sein jetzt.
You're already here. I was just about to come get you.
I'm so happy to see you again.
Oh, you're up early? That's impressive. Especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing.
Moment, wenn es jetzt aber früher Morgen ist. Oder ins Bett dann?
I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind.
Schmodder auf der Brille.
I need to head back right away.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, the stadium could always use more manpower. So you should join. I'm done making excuses for him. I was the one who vouched for him. So I need to report back to the speaker's chamber. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe for... As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Thank you.
She left in a hurry. Looks like a lot of people are heading...
Ja, wir können auch zurück in die Kneipe gehen. Da spielen die gute Musik, während hier das Land kämpft. Stadium. Whoop.
Traveler, over here! Perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
Der Ärztin, die Schwester von der... einem anderen Charakter da.
What's with the whole star Outlander?
Ein NPC-Design, ey.
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, So this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills.
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
All at once?
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
Es sind ja professionelle Sprecher. Da möchte man doch meinen, die kaufen sich ein Mikrofon, was mehr als 15 Cent kostet.
I'll go help the
So hat die denn auch schon wieder so
They're
ein...
the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together.
I need to talk to the Pyro Archon first.
Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh,
Die hat ein gutes Mikro.
Some
Die
of
nicht.
us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
Das Side-Eye ist geil, wie sie gerade rüber guckt.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
Koichi!
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
Okay, hurry up, let's get the fuck out of here. They all talk so much. Aber es wirkt nicht wie so eine Gefahrensituation gerade. Alle sind hier am Chillen, die Kneipe spielt Musik. Ich muss sagen, Mavika ist ein schwerer Name auch, finde ich. Fällt mir auch bisher noch nicht so richtig gut. Das Design ist irgendwie seltsam. Mal gucken.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now.
But I'm looking
People
good.
across Natlan
Die
are in
Nietzsche
danger.
kam kurz vor.
Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation
Ich bin
short.
sehr interessiert an, was du mir zu erzählen hast, aber ich habe leider gerade gar keine Zeit. Machen wir später. Merke ich mir nicht. Bescheuertes.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
We met the Captain.
What?
Ach, jetzt hast du doch Zeit.
So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn.
Oh, sie hat ein gutes Mikro. Oh. But is it true?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function. But there's more to the
Oh,
story.
sie hat auch ihr eigenes Instrument dabei. Oh, es ist angenehm, einen Charakter zuzuhören mit einem guten Mikro.
I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price.
Yeah.
The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Das.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But does that mean...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident.
Seelen der Toten sind eine andere Form des Lebens? Nee. Weiß ich nicht. Da müssen sie für mich als Spieler erstmal eine Bindung zu diesen Seelen aufbauen.
The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture.
Stimmt doch nicht. Wieso würde das denn die Geschichte... Nein, stimmt doch nicht. Also, löscht das auch eure Erinnerungen und die aktuelle...
Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing.
So, Seelen der Toten? Naja, das Nachtkönigreich ist ja das Reich der Toten. Da kommen Seelen hin, nachdem sie gestorben sind. Lebenden Seelen sind ja in der normalen Welt. Even then, the net can still become corroded. Okay. Das ist ein gutes Argument.
Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win and what that means for us in the end.
Ich finde das aber interessant, dass das nur mit der Gnosis geht. Vor allen Dingen, kann sie das mit der Gnosis machen oder kann jeder das machen, der die Gnosis in die Hand bekommt? Das ist das erste Mal, dass diese Gnosis so eine wirkliche Form von Power hat. Wobei bei Zhongli war es ja auch so, dass er damit, glaube ich, Mora machen kann. Das kann er jetzt nicht.
Now it's true. Both plans come at a risk. But after weighing our options, this is our best bet.
Interessant, wenn sie sich mit dem Captain unterhält, dann spielen die beiden Instrumente. I'm surprised the Gnosis has this function.
Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie.
Können die nicht mal drüber reden?
Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us.
Ich finde das so komisch, dass der Rücken bei ihr frei ist. Der Körper sieht immer falsch aus, wenn ich den an. Weil ich immer erst dem schwarzen Biker-Klamotten folge und dann den Rücken sehe. The Pyro Archon just shared an important secret with us, and she's sincere, figuring out the captain's supposed new way of saving Natlan.
Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me.
What?
Even if just for a second.
Oh, maybe a little.
Not even a little! We would never— Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
Not at all.
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way.
Ich hätte das gerne mal in Lautsprache. Mawika.
As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Are the current attacks the beginning of the real disaster?
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult location.
Wait! You're going to fight in person?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon.
Also jetzt gerade ist sie im normalen Status und kein Gott.
No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines.
I'm sure you're inspiration to all your warriors. You're not stretching yourself too thin.
I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus. Anyway, even if I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements.
Kannst ja auch Hilfe fragen von ihnen.
Now I just
Kann mal Neuvillette hier vorbeikommen und so ein bisschen
disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
I think a lot of people will join the fun.
Yes, but that won't be the only response.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Milani. She can't be too far ahead.
No need to worry about me.
Weg ist sie. Go to the children of the echoes. Boah, bis jetzt ist die Quest richtiger Trash, Mann. Ah. 2 Stunden habe ich jetzt gespielt. 2 Stunden. Ja, die erste Quest ist so, naja, die zweite war auf jeden Fall. Was ist das hier? Die erste von 5? Was ist denn jetzt die aktuelle Zusammenfassung? The flickering light splits in pain? Zweit. Außer im Namen. Aktuell. War jetzt aber Action hier. Die Abyss greift an. Spannende Musik. Abenteuer. Action. Let's go.
Quick, over here, to safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
They've all made it out. It's trouble on the Paimon. They're here.
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
How can we do? Right, gameplay. Wo ist die spannende Musik? Oh, das ist ein Monster.
Stay safe. We've got this.
Woohoo!
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Shit. Wait, habe ich die C2? C2, Baby, da ist sie doch super, Bro. Aber Moment, warum wird das hier nicht aufgeladen? Wait, die habe ich auch? Was ist das hier für ein komisches Team?
I really thought I was done for.
Sind doch noch ein paar Wellengegner. Oh, da.
I can't thank you enough.
20.000 more.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's
Yeah,
see.
but 20,000 more.
Boobs look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
But we are.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes.
Yeah, that was scary, but we did.
By the way, where's Seat Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked.
That makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk.
Auf jeden Fall
Let's
immer
head
einmal
back to the
stöhnen,
tribe.
bevor man redet. Das war's wieder für die nächste Stunde. Ich hoffe nicht. Aber erstmal alle heilen.
Come on, we can do it.
We can do it, Barbara, ja! Was schön. Dann laufe ich mit Chong Li, der hat nämlich jetzt einen Schwanz. Ein Drachenschwanz. Baby. Schwanz. Er ist richtig schön schuppig. Das ist die Voiceline, die so beschissen ist. Ich wünschte, die würde die rausnehmen. Alle anderen Voiceline sind nice.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
I wasn't in charge of anything, we just happened to be together. I still think this proves that camping in the wild was a great idea. That's how we were able to respond so fast. Sleeping in the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable, but it was worth it. I don't mean to be negative, but the situation is not looking good. We probably soon have to talk again to Sitlali, and she has a really bad microphone. It hurt my ears. We should stay here a bit longer.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something's wrong. It's impossible.
Warum stöhnt sie vor jedem Satz?
By the second, and all we can do is wait.
And we still don't know when the final two heroes are going to appear.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
I learned a few things you should know. Wir erzählen jedem alles. Ich dachte, wir sollen das geheim halten.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
That's probably because your plan is so risky. We don't even know if the 6 heroes real.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priority. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything back.
Life is important.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
Wir jagen einfach den Vulkan in die Luft. Das ganze Land wird zerstört. Isn't it from Snezhnaya? Why would the Fatui want to save Natlan?
This is all super confusing.
Aufzustehen.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Ich finde das voll irritierend, dass der Traveler jetzt so eine Linie am Arm hat. Das sieht aus wie eine Narbe. Why did you join the garrison?
I was just about to ask. Count me in. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few...
Then you should go register right away. It should take long enough, baby.
Registered? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do.
Okay, but then you have to follow my orders.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far.
All right. See you all later.
Oh, you betcha!
Weißt du, die geben mir da 3 C2-Charaktere und ich darf 3 Monster damit killen. Ich habe kaum Tasten gedrückt, da sind die schon alle... noch ein bisschen Gameplay in meinem Videospiel. So, gleich irgendwann ins Bett. Wie viel haben wir? Es ist gleich 12. Weil ja nicht so viel Spaß haben. Oh.
Moika! Oh, Chaska and Koichi are here. Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
Das ist wirklich der beste Name, den sie haben.
I'm fine. No need to worry.
But you look so horrible. Woran erkennt sie? Ach so.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
The Fatui wanted Koichi?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Ist geil, für 3 Sekunden Partymusik. Oh, die kämpfen gegen die Abyss. Oh, die beschützen. Wenn ich das jetzt nicht wegdrücke, gewinnt an einer Seite?
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you see?
Die sitzen da im Busch. Vor ihnen ist ein Kampf um Leben und Tod. Wurden sie gerade angegriffen von der Abyss? Nein, warte.
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan.
Kampf um Leben und Tod. Könnt ihr bitte irgendwie besorgter sein oder irgend?
Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Danke, Batman.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
3 Finger nehmen wir.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help.
If someone attacks you, it's us. Hat der Anemo Fatui hier so ein kleines Herz auf der Brust? Das leuchtet bläu. Bläulich.
If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret.
Oh, der hat ja einen Namen.
If anyone asks,
Archon.
just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
But...
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captains...
Blö, ich kann Französisch.
Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet...
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't sense an ulterior motive. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw, it's possible he was telling the truth.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
Redet sie immer so, das ist mir noch nie aufgefallen.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really going on.
Ich finde es cool, dass sie nicht still sitzen können. Wer kennt es nicht, wenn man redet? Sollten.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Oder war ich auch schon?
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh, no, you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets.
Dann geh halt los jetzt.
Intel is... That's even more risk. I'm confident I can protect myself.
Meine Fresse.
You...
Fine, don't believe... You know, growing up...
All right. All right. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
Asscam. Kameraführung. Der hat keine Nase. Was ein dicker Fatui. Heute wieder 1 Kilo abgenommen. Yay.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. I should wait for Koichi's signal.
Voll im Offenen. Die stehen doch oben auf den Hügeln, haben wir gesehen. Ihr Design ist viel zu cool für mich. Lichter gehen aus, es ist 12 Uhr Mitternacht. Schaut mal ein bisschen.
Now.
Oh. Das ist ein Quicktime-Event, wo ich 6 Sekunden Zeit habe, A zu drücken? Hätte ich was falsch machen können? Versuch mal, was falsch zu machen.
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
Was soll ich machen? Oh nein.
I've been spotted. The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get.
Das ist das lang ersehnte Gameplay. Da habe ich 2,5 Stunden drauf hingespielt. Ja. Endlich. Ah. Ah. Ah.
I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight.
So viel später. Das ist ja doch wieder Französisch. So viel später, dass es dem alten Erzähler so blöd wurde. Und man ein
That's it. Now's my chance.
Quickly approach the area underneath the platform. Ja, die wollen mich doch verarschen. Warum machen die denn da so ein Slow-Time-Event? Und it's no use!
Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal.
2024, das ist das Gameplay. Daran haben 30 Jahre lang Videospiele kulminieren in diesem Gameplay.
Time to move. Whew. That was close. Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
Lieber nicht verstreichen lassen, die Chance, hä? Oh, wow, 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 wow. Stopp, 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 stopp. Das war ein Baum, das war keine Straße. Wie ist hier denn... That will show my sister. Ich komme wohl in 5 Minuten wieder. 5. Klar, länger kann es bestimmt nicht mehr dauern.
The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it.
Was denn? Toss out the mysterious sphere. Ich hab mir eine eigene Furzbombe. Was ist das? Nicht die Capybaras! Nein! What the f...
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh, it stinks! What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing?
Du hat da hingeschissen, das ist ja
I
widerlich.
could ask you the same thing.
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already.
Warum schleichen die sich da an, wenn die dann anfangen, Bomben zu werfen?
The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance.
Wow, das sind ja richtig gute Wachen.
Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. Alright, time to move.
Ey, sie hätten doch einmal sagen können, komm, wir schleichen uns da rein. Schwarzblende und sie sind drin. Aber dann hätte ich nicht dieses tolle Gameplay.
Give me your hand, quick.
Die ist den Baum hochgerannt. Warum hat sie dir ein Handsignal gegeben? Wofür braucht sie dich?
Coming!
Wow, Titsu.
I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place.
Wow, vielen Dank für diese Information. Was ist mit dieser Story-Quest? Ist furchtbar.
Well, I was pretty helpful, right?
Ja, total,
You know,
super
everyone usually
hilfreich.
jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Eine Furzbombe geworfen hast.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Wollt ihr nicht irgendwas machen?
Let's focus on the task at hand.
Danke.
We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the source mechanism.
Ja, weißt du das denn jetzt?
The device is ancient.
Woher weißt du das?
Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natlan don't know how to use it. Why would this be the Fatui's target?
Wo's her?
Not bad.
Oski.
Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
Nur weil die sich jetzt reingeschlichen haben, können sie nicht einfach komplett aufhören, sich zu verstecken. Und laut reden und da oben. Ja.
What was that sound?
Schön.
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
Wait. Nein, ihr wurdet nicht gespottet. Er hat nur ein Geräusch gehört. Warum?
What? You'll regret that! After them!
Oh, ist Gameplay? Ja, jetzt ist die Story vorbei. Das reden die wieder, ne?
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something.
What? Die sind wieder dahin gegangen. Yes, fine. Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. Ganz cool. Got them off our tail. Kamera schwingt kurz auf Shilon.
It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
Wait, sie sind wieder hingeschlichen. Da sah es aber so aus, als würden die warten, dann sind sie doch wieder weggegangen. Oh, Chaska, das ist eine tolle Geschichte. Aber dann haben wir nochmal gewartet und sind nochmal hingegangen. Sie haben immer noch gewartet, sind wir wieder weggegangen. Dann haben wir nochmal von Weitem geguckt.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Ist nicht mal irgendwas passiert.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
Ich muss mal kurz den Text ausblenden. Ich wollte nochmal da unten irgendwas... Naja, okay.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
Du hast raten.
I know.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis.
Bitte bewerten Sie Ihren Spaß von 1 bis 10. Ey, wenn ich es nicht streamen würde, würde ich hier komplett ausrasten.
Shilonen, I need you to
Durch
gather
Streamen
every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
Durch Streamen ist es eine 6. Aber spielerisch ist es ja gerade eine 1. Das ist so furchtbar. Jetzt sagen wir eine 2. Es geht noch.
I'll get right on it.
Okay, jedes Mal einen trinken, wenn Shilonen stöhnt, bevor sie anfängt zu reden.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber.
Ist gut, dass ich keinen Augentracker installiert habe. Da würde man sehen, dass ich die ganze Zeit Federn...
I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patience. That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon.
Redet immer so neutral.
We were just doing our duty.
Ey, das ist echt der größte Scheiß. Vor allem, dass man wieder am Anfang ist und sich alles nochmal angucken.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah.
Ey, in Zelda gab es auch Schleichmissionen direkt am Anfang und jetzt gerade letztens nochmal. Die waren auch nicht super toll, aber da musst du wenigstens selber spielen. Der Bescheuerte. Das ist blöd zum Ansprechen. Aber schätzt du, ich schaffe das hier noch bis 1 Uhr, weil sonst ist, glaube ich, jetzt ein ganz guter Zeitpunkt zu pausieren, dann anders weiter zu zocken. Weil bis 1 Uhr würde ich wohl noch streamen, aber danach sollte ich dann irgendwann schon ins Bett.
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home. With our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually rests.
Was ist das Problem? Sie ist auf dem Rückweg außer Atem gewesen.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two. There's no need to go all the way home.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse.
2 bis 3 Okay, dann höre ich.
What if the abyss attacks again?
Danke für die Info.
You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel, you're not
Weil
gonna
jetzt ist
rush
gerade ein
out
ganz
the
guter
minute you hear the
Zeitpunkt, um eine
alarm?
Pause zu machen.
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Wurde hier gerade sagt, Alarm. Habt ihr das mitbekommen? Nintendo hat einen Wecker angekündigt. Da kann man dann Videospiel zocken. Kommt noch die zweite Quest. Das war jetzt... Oh mein Gott.
Mm-hmm. Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen, I might. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets.
We need you.
I guess you're right. But I don't have to like it.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to
Hat
get
doch
hurt
letztes Mal nicht so gelangweilt geredet, oder?
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of your decisions.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
Ishi on IO. Guten Abend.
That's just not true.
erwischt mich leider gerade beim Beenden des Streams quasi, weil diese Quest ja angeblich jetzt gleich vorbei ist.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate.
Zumindest das ist eine realistische Geschwisterbeziehung.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her.
Yes, I think you learned that from her.
We're family.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
This is probably normal for them.
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all along. I just need to wait.
Ich hasse es, dass Kinich nicht redet. Ich will Kinich sagen. Kinich nicht redet. Naja. Erst fand ich's auch blöd. Aber jetzt, wenn ich so alle anderen reden höre, bin ich fast froh über jeden, der nicht verlabert hier.
Come on, let's get you home. See you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
Go home, yes. Be back when you were at home. You go home. We heard that you went home.
Rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
See you later.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.
Aber es muss ja noch ein ordentlicher Natlan-Teil kommen, wenn man jetzt in diesem ganzen Archon-Ding noch nicht zu einem der anderen Stämme hingehen kann.
We've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far.
Ja, und Paimon tried to analyze the captain's goal. Footsteps. Ein Popschutz für meine Ohren. Zitlali, hast du ein neues Mikrofon?
Sorry for popping up out of nowhere. Again.
Wait.
Why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting.
Sie hat wirklich ein neues Mikrofon.
I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
What the fuck? Jetzt ist sie normal verständlich.
Awesome! Just give us your order.
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before parting ways?
What the fuck? Die hat mich jetzt 2 Stunden malträtiert und jetzt ist das Mikrofon... Naja gut, Hauptsache jetzt ist alles schön. Ja, jetzt darfst du alle Worte mit S benutzen. Da können wir auch essen gehen.
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan. And something about his soul being fragmented. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the Captain. What do you think?
In 3 Worten.
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself.
Ja, hätte es.
Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
Did he say anything?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
There's some kind of duty and it calls to him.
I'm surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time.
Wie kann das denn sein, dass das jetzt nicht mehr ist mit dem S?
Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance.
Ist das Soundfall kaputt?
I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came. All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right?
Kam so der Aufnahmeleiter ins Studio. Jimmy, warum bluten eigentlich deine Ohren? Oh, das ist mir gar nicht aufgefallen.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random house. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family.
Ist nicht nur ein Berliner. Er ist nicht nur ein Kind Berlins. Er ist auch ein Kind Deutschlands. Es ist nur normal, dass er irgendwas für seine Familie macht. Wer redet so?
Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single one.
Wait, what do you say?
Look,
Ja.
Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable.
Alter, das bedeutet einfach gar nichts. Okay, seine Seele ist fragmentiert. Ich habe ein Talisman, das es stabil hält. Aber... was soll das bedeuten?
And this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No?
Nope.
Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and he happens to be very good friends with Auroron. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch.
Ich höre, was sie sagt. Ich lese, was da steht. Ist da irgendein Inhalt?
He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Hat das berührt und sie hat seine Erinnerung geklaut?
Most people can't, but I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
Genshin nimmt einen ja auch immer die Arbeit ab. Die wichtigen Worte sind farblich hervorgehoben.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows?
That's amazing, Seat Lolly.
Der Witz ist, dass seit 3 Stunden kein Wort hervorkommt.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down. I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this? You can be honest.
Huh, that's a tough question.
Alter, wir kennen ihn halt nicht.
I have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
It's possible. Families disagree sometimes. It's also... I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know that guy. I met him 5 minutes ago, girl.
My ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger.
Er sagt, sie ist 1000. And start freaking out.
I don't scare that easy. Still, if I back away from this and something happens to Auroron, I would never forgive myself. I need to look at his memory. I don't care, and I won't...
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because,
You... fine.
Don't worry, we're perfect.
Then Alright, time to sneak it... Are you ready?
Jetzt kann ich nicht sagen nein. Oh, anderer Ladescreen unten rechts. Das ist ein tolles Gemüse.
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future.
Er züchtet Nahida.
And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you?
Can't complain.
No, just so...
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming and that you...
By the way, I ran into Ethan yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you...
No, don't worry. I've already wrapped your share...
You really knew...
Light up the smoke. And
Mann, bin ich froh, dass wir diese Erinnerung sehen konnten.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just appeared out of nowhere?
Kommt die Handlung.
Appeared out of nowhere?
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone. If you run into them, be careful.
Tag und Nacht steht er an seinem Gemüsefeld.
From the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not?
Warum steht er nachts an seinem Gemüsefeld? Warum stehst du nachts an deinem Gemüsefeld?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild.
And you at night look after your vegetables.
I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description.
I love wretches.
I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Seatlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her?
Ach, wir sehen... Ach, das ist seine Erinnerung.
I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Seatlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Ist sie denn schwer zu finden? Sie ist die Stammesoberhaupt. Geh halt in die Stadt und klopf an die Tür.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning.
Na gut, ich werde mal hinhauen und bin echt fertig. Viel Spaß. Gut. Ja, ich wollte auch nur noch die Quest beenden. Das wird jetzt sicherlich nicht mehr so lange dauern, wenn es noch einen ganzen zweiten Teil gibt. Aber jetzt kommt doch die Enthüllung. Das muss man doch sehen noch. Das sind immer diese Anime-Geräusche. Wer kennt es nicht? Ich stehe auch immer draußen.
They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
Lol.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care.
Jetzt brauchst du dich auch nicht mehr verstecken.
He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar in some way. I can't describe it.
Ach komm, ist es sein Vater jetzt oder was? Okay.
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into
Okay, also der Captain ist wahrscheinlich auch aus Natlan und wahrscheinlich auch von diesem Stamm und vielleicht sein Vater.
How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Luke.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to overengage. Information is our first priority.
Er sieht aber schon ziemlich cool aus, finde ich. Ich habe ein cooles Design gegeben.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm?
Ich glaube, hauen wir auch ab. Ja, lasst mich alle allein. Ne, ist okay. Kein Ding. Ich will eigentlich auch weg. Ich bin auch nicht mehr hier zum Spaß. Ich ziehe das jetzt durch. Also Genshin werde ich wahrscheinlich morgen nicht spielen, weil Freitag ist immer mein Rocket League. Mal gucken. Aber spätestens Samstag.
It seems like his subordinates referred to him as the captain. Never heard of him before. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual.
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
Ich finde das eigentlich cool. Und theoretisch könnte man jetzt mehr erfahren, aber irgendwie hat man trotzdem so wenig. Zeig nochmal das Video vom letzten Mal.
They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
Wait, Moment, aber das heißt, der Captain hatte das so nicht geplant? Was war denn sein Plan? Wäre er dann einfach aus dem Stadion gerannt oder wäre er da gestorben?
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
Oh, komm, jetzt irgendwelche Informationen.
It is only natural to encounter wild beasts.
Ich Metapher.
However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then speak. What do you want?
Soll das wirklich implizieren, dass er da gestorben wäre? Das war sein Plan, gegen Malvika kämpfen, und da wäre er dann...
I didn't save you because I wanted something.
Er hat auch nur eine Verwandlung oder so.
My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. The questions you asked her just now, well...
So, you can tell the truth.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize. So,
seem to care little for my thought.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali?
All right.
Do you know her?
Infos?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
Ja, also will er ihr Schaden zufügen?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than...
Strange? Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyub, and the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Och, komm.
Don't forget.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell that...
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my wrath. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it...
Aber der Teil der Erinnerung fehlt, ne?
I see.
Worth trying.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Das war's jetzt. Das war die Info. Reconstructing the ley lines. Was bedeutet das?
Woo!
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just...
I'm just... Oh, I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn self. Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just... I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time...
Maybe stubbornness runs...
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Anyway, back to what we just saw.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley line? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe?
Das wäre krass.
How does that help with the abyss?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable power.
Okay, wie reagiert sie darauf?
Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected.
He's serious. It lines up with everything you said before, and you try to see...
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning.
Probably.
Auroron's memory proves that.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan?
Er ist selber aus Natlan.
Yes. She needs to know.
Holy fuck. Das waren 3 Stunden. Und ich habe gegen 5 Gegner bekämpft. What the fuck? Ey, das war furchtbar. What? Die letzte Archon-Quest war so viel besser. Das war ja ein richtig krasser Rückschritt. Holy shit. Also ich bin sehr enttäuscht. Aber gut, ich hoffe, der nächste Teil wird gut. So verbringt man gerne 3 Stunden. Ja, ich habe noch ein bisschen am Handy reingeschaut. Ey, vor allen Dingen, das war jetzt am Ende die große Enthüllung. We reconstruct the ley lines. Das war die Enthüllung. Das war die Enthüllung und das ist nix. Kein Ich bin dein Vater, kein weiß ich nicht. Weiß ich habe online so Kommentare gelesen wie, wow, die Archon-Quest war mega geil. Also der zweite Teil muss jetzt aber monstergut werden. Ach, ich bin gespannt. Dann freue ich mich auf den zweiten Teil, nachdem dieser erste Teil so richtig super duper toll gewesen ist. Hurra, hurra, mein Gott! Was denn? Oh, und dann dieses Mikrofon. Ja. Ey, wir brauchen nichts gelernt haben. Wir brauchen nichts gelernt haben. Okay, der eine war nicht direkt auf der Seite von Tui, dann haben sie sich verbündet. Und der Captain ist gut. Und die Abyss greift immer noch an. Wir haben nichts gelernt in 3 Stunden. Es ist unfassbar. Und Shaska ist richtig gut schleichen. Das haben wir auf jeden Fall eine wichtige Information gewesen. Holy shit. Okay, ich gehe ins Bett. Ich wünsche einen guten Abend. Auf Wiederschauen.